nghe cái chân nó phải để đây mình nghe rõ.
Dạ được.
Sao nhỉ? Thầy tôi việc đi lang thang rồi. Sao? Thầy tôi nghiệp nhóm thư sinh đi lang thang không có chỗ nương tựa.
Nhưng mà thư sinh rồi còn
Đi
có
ra
thể đi Disneyland nè, đi chơi đủ cả.
Có kịp đi lo thầy.
Anh Thiện sướng nhất đó thầy à.
Có mà.
Đi ride every day.
đi đâu đi.
Nhỏ rồi.
Ồ, dạ anh mua cho anh mua cho. Rồi, nó đợi anh mua cho. Anh mua điện.
Cái này người ta nói là không biết thì dựa cột nghe.
Hay không? Bà con nghe là cái mục A á, mình làm cái form, ai biết cả đó gì. Mục B á, thì làm cái briefing, là gì thì ai biết cả đó gì. Mục C là cái gì?
Flow.
Cái này là còn lại người ba flow này, thì gì thì ai biết cả. Nhưng mà trong cái briefing này đó, nó còn một hai cái sự kiện là chuyện đầu tiên là pre cái này mà trong bộ app làm là form briefing. Giờ cái thứ hai của cái này là quan trọng lắm đó. Mình gọi là abdominal breathing. Và cuối cùng là chakra breathing này. Thì cái này những bạn của bộ đồ rất là cái mà thầy của đi theo để chuyện này đó, còn nó ba cái chuyện như vậy nào. Thứ một là mình gọi là static breathing. Thứ hai là long enduring breath. Thứ ba là mute. Cái static breath là cái gì? Là mình thở đó, mình thở trên lúc mà trước khi mình đang tập đó, mình mới bắt đầu mà tập đó thì mình phải tập. Giờ chúng ta có thể làm không khơ to.
Dạ.
Ngày hôm qua phải như họ làm đá thôi.
Dạ.
Thầy làm chậm, thầy làm điều mà có làm đá hơn vì sao vậy?
Tại cái thận
Dạ.
Tại vì sao là thở?
nó sồn.
Tại vì cái thở họ ngắn quá. Họ ngắn thở của thầy cho nên mà thở đó nên bộ viên là khá hơn những người kia nhiều lắm đó. Nhưng mà thật sự họ làm nhanh là bởi vì là họ thở nó là cái là thì họ kéo cái form xuống cho bằng cái thở. Trong lúc đó đó, tụi nó là trật tương ra cái đó là một A. Không qua là bộ viên họ thở khá, tức là họ kéo xuống nhiều, cái thở họ khá đó. Nhưng mà thầy làm hơi dài hơn một chút nữa. Nên là cái forceful breathing này thì thở cứ mạnh nhưng mà ngắn. Cái form nó bị kéo xuống. Cho nên mình làm thôi nhanh pick up speed, nhanh. Đối với breathing này, lúc này còn cái steady breathing này thì sao? Tức là mình thở đó mà mình không ngắn, mình dài ra, mình dài hơi thở dài mình ra, mình giữ nó, mình giữ cái hơi thở nó dài như vậy, steady, nó không còn sụt lên sụt xuống.
Teaching skill, mình get on it a little bit more, các bạn hiểu không? Thì ngày mai test đó, thì đương nhiên là ngày mai thầy cũng có những ngày đây và sẽ là thầy sẽ ở đây để mà trông nom các bạn, săn sóc các bạn, chăm sóc các bạn, nâng niu các bạn, nâng niu các bạn, nâng niu các bạn, rồi gì nữa hả? Chữ nào nữa không? Phó bệ các bạn, có chữ gì nữa không? Buộc về các bạn, và cuối cùng là đây rồi các bạn. Rồi. Okay, here how the when you teach the turtle, what you need to really get onto it, and you always start with something that people can feel that they can do it. Okay, so make sure that every single form that we have learned, the last 8 forms we have learned. This is the 9th one, and the earth. Make sure that you want people to get interested on what you do. And so the turtle is a very beautiful form. Most of the time when people see you the first time, they would like to really learn it. But they would find very confusing because all this movement of the hands. So you need to get them onto the easy part. So what is the easiest part? Here is the easiest part. You tell people go like this. So leg first, you go tell people to go like leg first like this. And then tell people to go all the way down. Okay? Lift up, and go all the way down. Okay? Up, the hand doesn't matter. You tell people to go this, and then the other side. So do it with me so your body will remember. Okay? You tell people to go like this, come back here, all the way down here. Nothing about the top part. It's just to get people have the idea that you stretch up and down like this. Okay? And then tell people slowly, so let's tell people go like this. Back, bend. Down, and back, bend. And down. And you tell people to pick up a point up here. So, look at here. So I'm standing right here. My head will hit this line here. See the lines here? Okay, so I would tell people to look at 1, 2 over there. And tell people, if they can, look at them, bend their back this way, maybe look over that side a little bit. But up here, okay? So 1, 2, 3. My head right over here. Can you follow me? So 1, 2, 3. The 3 lines there, that's where you can look at. So I tell people, okay, here, I look down, I look up, 1, and down, I look up, and maybe 2 a little bit like this. Okay? So tell people to go like that a little bit. So we do this, let's do it together. Let's even have the hands point to the line. Here, my head over here, 1, 2, 3. That's line over there. That's my line. Okay? So I'm coming down here, I'm coming up, down, I'm coming up, I'm coming down here, I'm coming up. Alright. Now people will ask, oops, Thầy, where's my feet? Where's my baseline? Now we go back, get really excited. We go back, we say, oh, there's 2 feet here, it's like you're walking. Just be in front, right in front, okay? Meaning in one direction. Does it need to be 45 degrees or not? Doesn't matter, okay? Because it keeps moving. So, but tell people, here is where what do you call that line? You remember? So we have this line here. We have this line here, the shoulder line, the waistline, and the baseline, and the center line. So what can you tell people about the center line? You tell people, look at how we change the center line. Here, coming down here, and then up here, bend. Coming down, okay, and up and bend. So you tell people 2 things. The transfigurating of the line, right? It's not moving, transfigurating. But look, there's 2 things. Coming down and then coming up and bend. Right? Here, normal, and push down, up and bend. Okay, so people do it a few times and then they start to understand. Oh, yeah. Now coming up and bend a little bit. Coming down, coming up, and bend a little bit. Okay, good. So you do it both sides for a while. Now people, they're moving like that. They get the back stretched a little bit. And now, this is what you want to do to them. They come up like this, coming down, stand up and down like this. Okay, coming up and down, up and coming down. You tell people, here is what you want to do. Up like this, coming down, hand back all the time here, and up, coming down. See there? Up, and down. Now you see this is the breakdown form, right? Okay, up, all the way here, back here, drop the hand, and up, So this breakdown form here, you don't really need to worry about what they're gonna express. Now look, watch in the side, coming down here, you see here, and throw the hand up and down here. And so you tell people to throw the arms, right? Throw the arms. Throw the arms, okay? Throw the arms. Down here, throw it up, okay? So after they do for a while, then you tell people, what do you feel? So, oh, I'm getting sorry. Oh, yeah, it's okay. You don't need to do it anymore. Stand, relax a little bit. And then you will say this. Say, hey, just now we do the basic hands, coming forward, backward, backward, come backward, forward. And so, we're working on the back, working on the thing, and now we're working on the hands. So you tell people that. Two things. So they ask you, okay, what next? What's the point of the hands and feet? You say, this to demonstrate when you're doing this is how the center line was moved, but over here is demonstrate for you how the center line is not moving. Okay, it's only the hands moving. So you give people a good understanding of how the center lies in these two movements. So one center line not moving. The other line is transfigurating. Okay, so the first and second. So people now have a good idea. Oh, there's something about the back. Okay, all right. So that's the breakdown form. Tức là khi mình dạy con rùa đó thì là mình phải có một cái kỹ thuật dạy. Cái kỹ thuật dạy này là rất là chi tiết như vậy này. Mình làm cho người ta hiểu lần cái khúc chỉ của con rùa đó, cho mình không mình dạy liền. Thì mình dạy sao? Mình dạy làm sao đó. Tại vì đó cái này là cái bài này là cuối cùng cả là cái bài đó. Mà tại sao đó mà mình sẽ dạy người ta càng không tập linh? Là bởi vì tất cả các tập linh cuối cùng đưa tới một sự phát triển. Các bạn biết là sự phát triển gì không? Gần đúng thôi. 45% gần đúng. Huh? The question is, the whole design of integral Tai Chi is to develop very important part of you. What is it? What is it really what we want to develop?
Body and mind.
Body and mind, we already have it, yes.
Awareness.
Awareness of what? Sống lâu. Hay. Sống lâu để mà mình cả lộn vợ nhiều. Hay. Vậy sao?
Healthy. Less dangerous.
Healthy. Nên healthy. Hay. Thì awareness gần đúng rồi. Vì awareness là 90% rồi. Self-awareness. 100%. The whole integral Tai Chi, your whole practice here, and even healthy, your health cannot come in full swing if you don't have the self-awareness. So, you think awareness has nothing to do with your health? No. Awareness is everything. The more you be self-aware, aware of yourself, the more you be careful what you do, what you say, what you eat, what you act, how you live your life, all come from self-awareness. And so, integral Tai Chi is not just a movement. In the movement, you develop awareness of your body, the physical awareness. From physical awareness, you come to emotional awareness, and finally spiritual awareness. So what you actually, the real agenda of every single thing here is to help us develop self-awareness. And you take a look at yoga, same thing. The unity of body and mind can be happen only when self-awareness is developed. So the essence of it is self-awareness, and self-awareness is actually the dynamics of evolution. So that's the project. Okay, the deep project that we are doing is to develop self-awareness. Now we go to school, we develop knowledge. Go to school, we develop knowledge, but we're not quite develop self-awareness. School don't teach us self-awareness. It teaches us to download all the information into our brain, give us information, knowledge. Okay, so here we will. Here, so when you're teaching this, when you teach to the total, you have gone at least 6 months. At least 6 weeks. 6 weeks meaning 2 months. So you come to develop to come to teach the turtles must be after 6 weeks. So people have quite a lot of practice already in 6 weeks. Okay, so when you get to here, you start talking about this is transfigurating. See the light changing. Okay, it's not moving, it's changing. And here's how the line was transfigurating also, up. And so people know, and now you do this and in opposed to it. Oh, yes. Okay, this is how I know it. And now you say, okay, let's do together. Let's do together the two things. How you can see the two things come together, how the hands and hearing what you're going to teach. 6, right? In the movement is called number 6. So you go like this. Okay, and then here, coming up, coming down here, 6. Okay, so you really do one thing. And when you teach this, what do you want people to do? Maybe the first week, tell them to work on this abdomen. All the strength comes from this part here. So you say, okay, in order the hands to move, let's move the body and throw the hand out. Move the body, throw the arms out. Okay? And then you tell people to change the configuration here. Okay? And tell people to stand breathe. And work on the eyes. Look up and look down, curving the neck. Okay, so there's few things you will work on here. After you work on the eyes, look up, look down, you work on the eyes. Right? This is all on the eyes. Okay. So this is what we call the first big breakdown that we have get you to go. Okay, let's get up. Let's do it. The first one. Okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm looking. See that line there? 1, 2, 3. I'm looking from that range. Looking for that range. Okay. And when I look down, where do I look? Kevin, where do I look? Huh? Where? Okay. I will look from the toe all the way down there. To this toe here. In between the two toes, the first toe, or all the way back to the back toe there, front or back, either way. So the curving of the neck is good. As long as I don't look up there. I look back to this toe here or that toe back there. It's okay. Either way. The range of looking is this much down. The range looking is that much up. Okay. So if I draw the image here, what I would draw. The range is right here. This is my head right here. So this is the range. The eyes were looking up. Okay. And as far as when the body was coming over, so the head, we look, the range of the head is from here to here. So it's about the same. Okay, here's the head. So the eyes here, so we're looking about this range. This is our feet right here. This is our feet right here, okay? So you're looking from front foot to the back foot. So this is the range that you want to look at here, from here to here. Up here, the range is from here to here. That's the range. Okay, clear? Really clear. Okay. Now, can somebody tell me why we have the range instead of the spot? Why do we have a range instead of one point? The curvature of each of us is different. Very good. I always said pick a point. So you do pick a point. You pick a point and you get back to that point. Okay? But you wouldn't want you yourself, one person, but you keep sliding all the time. You try to get one point so you can get a little anchor. But each of us have a different point. So the range is different, but each of us should fixate on one point within that range. That's clear? Tức là các bác khi mà làm cái con rùa đó thì cái đầu nó cong như con rùa nhưng đừng có thụt cái cổ vào. Cái cổ rùa nó lòi ra ngoài hoài từ đầu đến cuối. Và khi mà cái đầu rùa nó ngẩng lên đó, thì nó có chừng đó thôi. Mà mình chú tâm vào một cái chỗ mà thôi. Đừng có để cái đầu rùa nó kéo ra kéo vô. Nó lòi ra nó vô, nó nhìn đủ chỗ. Nó nhìn một chỗ thôi. Mà cái đầu rùa khi mà nó kéo xuống thì nó cũng nhìn. Không có 2 ngón chân, có 5 ngón lần. Cái chân có 5 ngón lần. Trong 5 ngón này đó, cái 5 ngón kia đó, thì cái vùng mà mình nhìn đó là ở cái chân này và cái vùng cái chân kia. Giữa hai cái vùng đó mình nhìn tìm một chỗ, một điểm thôi. Một điểm thôi. Bây giờ trường hợp nếu mà mình muốn nhìn cái ngón chân nào đó thì mình đánh móng chân nó cho sáng lên, nhớ. Dễ nhớ. Ví dụ như là cô Tương Phố đó, cô đánh 2 cái móng chân cái đó, đặc biệt. Mấy cái chân kia không có đặc biệt, có 2 ngón chân cái đặc biệt thôi. Chứ vậy để cô nhìn nó dễ. Cái đó hay. Thành ra cô Tương Phố là một trong những người mà huấn luyện viên mà hay nhất ở Dallas. Bà con cho thằng có tay đi. Không có gì trơn đấy. Thầy khen cô nàng chuẩn bị thì mai cô nàng nấu ăn cho thầy. Không gì trơn đấy. Đó, thấy chưa? Mai nấu ăn mà. Bây giờ nói các bác nghe nè. Thì tìm cho ra 2 cái điểm đó đó, rồi giữ 2 cái điểm đó, chứ đừng có nhìn lên nhìn xuống nhìn hoài không được. Nhìn 2 cái điểm đó là trong cái vùng đó thôi. Okay? So once you've got that fixed, you go, first of all, what do? You do this. You do this just like this, so people can feel the back, the strength of the back. Then you do this to tell people, okay, how it doesn't change your center line. Then you combine together. Now I want you to get up and do the combination. 6, that is number 6 in our system, number 6, okay? Okay, here, so here what we should do, you should stand like this, and you go, you throw the hands out, come back in, drop the hands down, and throw your bodies out, and drop the hands down, and throw. Okay, did you see me doing this? You see me? Look, the hands dropping down, okay? And I throw my body until the hands float up, okay? So you try to do that. Let's try to do that. You see what I'm doing? Okay, so you throw the hands out and let it drop down and throw it out by using your abdomen. You throw the body until the hand coming up. Okay. Very good. Now, let's wait for a minute. Let's try to do it 20 times, but here's how you want it to be done. Okay, here. You throw it out. You want it all the way up here. Out here. Up, open up, and then it's dropping down like this here. Okay? So you throw out all the way and let it coming down here. Okay, so you don't want to go like this. No such a thing like this. Okay, not a big circle. Small, big circle up and coming down here. That's number 5. Okay, let's go. Go ahead and do it. Let's do 20 times each of you. Throw it out, coming back. Throw the hands all out, up and down. Throw out, up and down. Feeling that your body throw the hands out is not your hands throwing. 20 times each. Inhale, exhale, okay? Okay, very good. 20 times yet? 20 times? Huh? Not 20 times yet? But yeah, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We still have a lot of time. Keep going. Okay, where is your eyes? Okay, take a look where your eyes. Look at your eyes. Trước mặt. Okay, keep going. Okay, 20 times and you stop. 20 one side, right? No, how about the other side? Both side. Feel the force from your core. Mình quay cái sức nó từ trong cái bụng nó bùng ra. Không phải là cái sức ở trong cái cánh tay, ở trong cái vai, mà cái sức ở trong cái bụng cơ. Okay, you try to feel the forces coming out from your core, not from your shoulders that much. No, not from shoulders. Good. Try to use the momentum of your body and get the hands up. Okay, good. How many times you got now, Ron? Okay, now I'd like you to really change the way you do, a little bit more. So you're coming down, looking at the toes, the back toes. Let's do together 5 times here, 5 times over there. Let's do together. Okay, everyone facing this way. Let's do together, okay. Now we will emphasize on the eyes looking back to the other toes. Do you know how to do it? Curving your neck. Curve your neck over. You look right back to that toes. Okay? The 5 toes back there. Not 1, not 2. 5 toes back there. Okay, you get your left leg in front. Alright? And coming to down here first. And up, up. All right, and now throw out. Inhale. 1, 2, and looking to the back toe. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Very good. And we switch to the other. Now, did you look at your back toes?
Yes.
Very good. Did you see how different it is? What's the difference? Huh? Yeah. But what's different? What's the difference in feeling? What's the difference?
More balanced.
It is more balanced, isn't it? Smoother, isn't it? Okay. So try to get on this now. Because we usually look at the front toe. Now try to look at the back toe. Because actually what we are doing is aerodynamic. Why? The curvature of the back need the arm to throw out. And so it works together better because the curvature is quite good. Now if you have the neck stuck up, then you're resisting the head throwing out and resisting it. And so by bending your neck, actually you have more aerodynamic. And so look right at the back there. Now, when you teach the students, would you want them to do that? Yes or no? No, look at here. The range. Okay? But you yourself as instructors, you got to do over here. So let me make sure that I stress the point clearly. This is where the instructor is going to look at. This is where the instructor is going to look at. This is a professional point. We call the pro point. Okay? Meaning, you want to get this, if you do it perfectly, this is how your eyes are going to look at. This is how your eyes look at. But you don't want to tell students to do it at the first year, or maybe first few months. You want to do the range here because the back's not quite ready. So if you look up here slowly until you get up here, back top here. Okay, the top right there. And then you look right back down there. That is a professional point. Okay? So this is when you get more and more. Right now, if you're an instructor, you should try to get this. If you have a year or two under your belt, you should be able to do this. Look right back there. So how long con tập 2 năm rồi con có thể thành professional được rồi đó. Con look back cái tiếng này, but look up to the top there. It takes a lot of time to get your backbone become very flexible. So you want to teach right away, but you want to do it. Okay. Let's set up. Let's do 5 times. The other side. Okay. Now, of course, if you under 1 year or so, you don't need to really to do that way. Okay. Ready? Step, and then here is how you start students on. Look at me, please. Look at me. This is how you want people to do it. You tell people to go like this first, okay, and then up, and then down, so people can find the point they do and sort of correct themselves. So, okay, let's get started by going down a little bit first, and up, and then go. Inhale. 1, look back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. Gina, chị Nhung bên ngoài kia kìa. Gina thân là chị Nhung, Gina. Just so you know when to do it, right? Now, that is the hardest part now. And it's also the easiest part because you take them through. Now, the next one when you teach people in the breakdown form is you say, hey, we throw it out like this. Now, what about we throw it the other way? So you tell people, look, go like this, okay, like this. They say, oh, that's so easy, that's nothing. They say, okay, now, this is a shoulder line. You tell people, this is the shoulder line, and let's try to do this. Try to have the hands in front, like reaching, 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 reaching. Hiểu không? Nó không phải reaching qua bên này, mà reaching right in the middle này nè. Reaching to front này. Front này. Okay, you tell people, you see how there's this? The hands getting, you see how the shoulder is slanted now? Okay? And the head still the same place. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And then you say, okay, let's do this and do this. See how it is? Let's do this. Okay? So your body has to be slanted a little bit. And how does it slant? It cannot be slanted 180 degrees. But it's very close when you actually have 180 degrees. Not completely 100, but it's about that slant. So you said, okay, try this, and now let's try this. One side. Try this one side. This one side. Okay? So you stand, but you make sure that you look at the front. Okay? You say, okay, let's turn to the other side, and now let's do this. Get a feeling how it feels. Okay? So the breakdown forms now become very clear to them, because this is how you can do it. Right? Don't worry about the hands yet. Let's worry about the shoulder line. And you tell them, what can you tell them about the shoulder line? Shoulder line. What can you tell them about shoulder line? It's what? It's transfigurating. Okay? And it doesn't go this way alone. It goes this way and then the other way. So it's shifting that way. So you tell people, okay, just be mindful of that line, the shoulder line here is shifting. And then after you do a little bit, they say, oh, teacher, I'm getting really tired. What do you do? Oh, sit down. You tell them, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. And you want to pin down these points very clear. Take time to teach the breakdown. You don't want to go too fast on the breakdown, because if you rush yourself into the complete movement, sometimes you defeat the purpose. So take time to teach the breakdown. Sometimes the whole session 1 hour, it's fine. Get the breakdowns working. Okay. So the breakdown form it's everything. So instead of in the past, you teach the form, and now you need to go back there in July, try to teach the breakdown form better. Okay. Even you can go back to the old class. If you're going to teach your 1B or 1A class, the old class, go back there and get people onto the new way of learning, so people can feel there's some kind of changing in their form. Okay, so first you do this, right? You do this, and then this is just the line, the moving line, the center line is moving, strength to grain, and then up. Now look up. That's the second one. Coming down and looking up. Coming down, looking the foot, looking up, and then what else? Next, you demonstrate that people, you don't move the center line. The hands move, but to the center line. They combine the two, and you have this. Come here, look up over there. Coming down here. Look to the foot, come up, okay? And as far as you are doing, then you want to look up there, and you want to look back down here to the back foot. So you do it for a while, people get tired. You make sure you do it 10 times or 20 times. Make sure you do it that. You know why? 熟能生巧. Chinese says, if you do it a lot, practice makes perfect. Try to do it a lot. Don't do it 1 or 2 times. People understand it, that doesn't count. They got to have it become a habit for their body. 10 times, 20 times, that's okay. Then the third thing that you want people to go doing is, people start to understand, oh yeah, the switching of your shoulders. And then you say, okay, let's do this. Okay? So people say, look at the front, but the hand sticking out. Like this, and then you switch. Okay, and you ask people, can the 2 hands even?
No.
What's the answer? They know it right away. By now, you don't need to say anything. You say, they already know, oh, the two hands, they're not going to be even because of switching. Okay? After that, what do? You say, okay, let's do this. Let's review the first one. So we go like this, here first. Okay, get our bodies gear up, and then up. Here, first here, and you say, okay, let's go reverse. And you say your hands go like this. Reverse hands dropping down, coming over, and the two hands even, coming down even. Okay, two hands coming down even. Okay, and coming down. You tell them to coming down, two hands coming down. So first you have two hands coming out, and the hands coming here, you remember it's coming inside, throwing out. Okay, so you do that for maybe 10 times, and then you say, okay, let's change a little bit. Here, and so let's do it again. So you say, okay, up here, and then coming. This is forward, this is backward. Okay, and tell them to do this. And by that time, do they get it? Yes. You have to do this enough, then you get it. I may want to add one more thing, and that is the hand throwing like this. You don't need to worry about the hands. Don't need to confuse it first. Until when you get over here. When you get over here, one point at a time. If you tell people, like this, you have to go like this, you have to do this, they confuse. They confuse what point you make. So you don't want to give wrong message. One message at a time. Here, this is how you do it. Keep going, because this is the hands here. Because we do like this. Okay, now see how we do this. So they know this is a shoulder line that you practice on. Over here, as you do this, again, one point at a time. Your point is coming down, even hands. Coming down, even hands. Okay, and then you start to work on this here. Inside, throwing out. After that point is over, next thing is switching. Coming down this way, up, coming down. By that time, they get it. Okay, let us practice.
I think we start with the moving the leg first. So we start to step out your left leg, step out your left leg, and then just try to bend your body up and down.
If you want to do it together.
Okay, now we pay attention on the baseline. So one leg is really straight, and the other is just follow, and then you got the baseline. And right here, now we try again. Okay. Now we start to coming down a little bit more. It's just almost lie down your leg. Okay. So we can try it with going down, but you bend it down more, and then you going up. Going down, going up, going down, and up. Down and up. Now you pay attention to your eyes. The first thing you look at, you can look at your toe, and then you look up, you just wow, like, I think it depends on your flexibility, but try, keep your body straight, look your head. Okay, now we try with the eyes too. Okay, we can do, okay, we start, okay, we're going down, we look at our toe, going up, look at the ceiling, down, up, down, up. Oh, I think I forgot
The other side, the other side.
Okay.
It's okay.
Now we have the other side. Okay. Now you do the same, but we skip the other part. You know that already. So we still have to lean back a little bit, look up, and now you go down, and then you look at your toe, you back and look up, go to your toe, you look up, go to your toe, you look up, go up, go, and up. Okay. I think that I do perfect. We don't have to use 10 pounds, 5 pounds is enough. But you is very professional already. Okay, now we try with the hand. So we hold up, go down, up, down. And we try to push the hand back, but up, and down, up, down, and up. Down, up, and down. Now we try to combine both the hand like that with the leg, right? So we start with the left first. Okay, we do slow, right?
Up and down chẳng phải là circle là mình up, circle mà circling mà. Hồi nãy mình là circling, cái còn nói không vậy đó?
Không, thì mình up là cao hơn.
Hất sau lên này lại xuống lên này.
Okay, hold it up.
Huh? Up and the hand circle. Circle up and down.
Circle up and down.
And the back over.
Up and down.
Yes. Good. Very good. Okay, combine.
Okay, we combine. So when you look at me, you can
No.
see my glasses also small time. So
Look at you.
Okay, we bend up. Now we try the first good hand with the leg only. Okay, that's our flexible more, Okay, now you gotta look at your toe, looking up. Look at your toe, look up. Now combine with your hand, right? Go up, you go up, go down, go down, go up, go down, go up. Now, try to use your body, not your hand. Maybe I'm not doing that, but you
Going up
up, okay.
and coming down, circling. It's a
Up
circle.
with the body. Okay, now you do like that on the right side. Right, you do the left side, maybe not perfect, but this side you will do it right. Because this is the right side, so definitely you will do it right.
Okay.
You already do better than me.
You don't wait for instructor.
Okay. You get good? Are you tired?
Go ahead.
Okay. Now we do the hand. We have to finish everything. We cannot in the middle, so we try a few things before we stop. Okay.
No. Two hands. First, two hands. First.
I think you can do something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Chưa chọn tới.
One.
Yeah.
So usually sometimes, when I'm teaching, I have a cheat. Right now, I think I forgot and this I forgot to write down, right? do both hands, right?
Okay, I think she missed one part, right? See, the first thing we talked about this, and now over here, at this point here, what do we teach? We teach throw it out, throw it out. Okay, throw it out. Throw it out.
The Vietnamese have a proverb, người hiền luôn có người phù trợ, you know. Cái này mình đã strong. There's somebody who help me, don't worry about that.
Watch her. Watch her. It's a continuous movement. It's not like. Okay. All right. Keep going.
Okay.
After you do that, what do you do next? Next is okay.
We shift the shoulder a little bit, you know, instead of like 180 degrees. So we slightly a little bit and 180 degrees. So we instead of like that, now you turn like that, you will see it. Yeah. 180 degrees. So you shift a little bit, and you can do it.
Oh. Look to the front.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Trời ơi mẹ ơi. No. Here. Now, it's good that I catch her, see? Here. You look to the front. No, look to the front. Here. You remember? This is how we do. For 90 degree. Okay, this is how we do. Front. 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 Okay. Yes, this is right. This is like swimming. Front. Front. And so. And so then, nhìn đằng trước, front, come to the front, come to the front, okay, come to the front. Now, you gotta have this shoulder in front. The line already shift 90 degrees, almost. Okay, so the hand to the front, so the shoulder to the front, okay, okay, like this. Okay. Your shoulders is still have not tilted. You have to shift it. Twist it. Yes, right. And look at the front. Look at the front. There we go. Look at the front.
Okay. Mấy bác làm theo con chỉ quá đừng làm theo con.
Okay. What are you guys doing it so I can watch how you do it, please. Doing it, please.
Okay. Bây giờ mình làm nha. Okay. Cái bài của shift cầm phía trước.
Okay. One shoulder is in front. One shoulder in front.
Question, when we're doing this, would it be helpful to have them just step 1 foot forward?
No. So they know what is the point of emphasis. Okay? So make sure that you have one shoulder in front. One shoulder in front. People have, and what do you look at? Right at the front. Okay? Okay. Okay, go shoulder. Shift the other shoulder, the other side. Okay, look straight. Look straight. Look straight. Okay. What will you tell people? You will tell people that two hands not even. Okay. One hand's further, one hand's not quite. Okay, keep doing it so I can see how you are doing. It's seemingly easy, but it's not. Chị Thúy, one shoulder is right in front. Yeah. Same thing with Tuyền Linh. This hand goes right to the front hand. Okay. No, more. Yeah, that's right. That's it. I'm still watching people. I'm still watching. That's good. All right, let's do it with the whole body. Let's do it with the whole body. Yeah.
Làm nhưng mà mình cũng là bắt đầu bằng we start with our body first, and then we get used it, and then we use the hand, right? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, thì ngồi đó.
That's good. Try to get the body first. The body
Get the body
good.
first, get used to that.
Yeah, down first. Just do it a few times like that.
Sao gì? Sao đó? Không, để nhất là để bác vui là em cũng vui rồi. Cái nốt là làm sao mới bác vui thôi. Rồi bây giờ mình xài cái tay mình nha. Bây giờ mình ha, mình xài cái tay mình ha. Mình xuống. No, the other way.
No. It's good.
Xuống. Bắt lên.
It's good.
Xuống. Bắt lên. Ok, bây giờ mình làm xuống, bắt lên lần nữa ha. Giờ mình làm thử rồi nha. Giờ mình từ trên đánh xuống. Yeah. Ok, we ready? Go down. Đánh xuống.
Even hand.
Even hand.
Two hands are even.
Hai tay bằng nhau nha, thì có như cái đôi nữa ha. Với đắt dồn xuống chân mình, dồn ốc lên trời, mình xuống, dồn ốc. Wow.
Look at the foot. Nhìn xuống bằng chân. Look at your foot. Your back foot's okay or front foot. This 9 nail point is pretty good. Okay, even. Okay, let's go on next one.
Bây giờ mình shift cái tay mình một chút xíu. Đầu shift cái shoulder line.
Go ahead.
Okay. Get ready? Okay, put up.
You have to tell people which shoulder you're shifting.
Oh, the right shoulder.
Very good. Right shoulder.
Okay, we start. Right shoulder, shift to front. Sorry, I do opposite. Okay. Then you shift the shoulder with the left shoulder. Shoulder length of the leg, the neck and back. Okay, we ready? Okay, come down. Up and down. Up. Lift cái chân mình, look up. Nếu có thể look, you can look at the right leg, so it's good.
Okay, one hand's in front, one hand's in the back. Đủ chưa? Okay, very good. Emphasize on which size the shoulder should be. So at the point, the first point you're going to do this, okay? You do this, right? And then you tell people, okay, now, whatever legs you're sticking out here, the front leg here on the right side, then the hand should be the right hand. And so you can go like this. So you demonstrate slowly, coming down first, coming down, coming up, swing the hands back up, and coming down. So this is how you want people to see. Coming down, up, and coming down. Now, I like you to make a point here, because the more you do the form, the more you try to press your body down further, further. Okay. So if you actually rest your body on your thigh. So, can you stand up? You try how your bodies look. Take a look at your bodies. How you stretch your bodies over. Okay. Do it very slow and see how far your body can go in terms of how far the body is from the thigh. Okay. All right, let me do a few times. So how many of you can get your body onto your thigh? Raise your hands. That's pretty good. You're pretty fit. Now for the people who cannot do it, you have to think about the angle. Why the angles make a big difference. If you go like this here, see the 2 feet here, even I'm trying my best, I can't do it. And I don't have the balance. So if I slide my foot 2 feet apart, I have a better chance to coming down. Even if people have big belly, they have a better chance to coming down. Okay? And I noticed from what she did is that when you do it, you need to have the body right in this line here, front here. So you don't want to have the body twisting this way. Okay? You want to have the body this way. So I'd like you to take a look at what you do right now. Orientation. Orientation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
The body, the shoulder have to be right onto the front line, the straight line here. The north-south direction, the front-back direction here. So your body not shifting this way. Don't look this way. Look this way, and your body is coming down on that line, that axis. Okay, take a look at what you do, please. Okay. See how your body folds onto. Balance, you can do it a little faster. You don't lose balance. But if you are like this, you think it's much better? No, it's not better. You will lose balance better. You will lose balance because the degree of your bend and your forward, see, off balance more. And so, actually, by having a broad baseline, you're actually doing better. Okay? So let's try your very best now to find out where is your baseline. The longest or the stretch of your baseline. Can you do it? And find out and take a look and take a note how far that is. I will take very seriously of your learning because when we go on to the next semester in July, you need to use a new methodology of teaching. Change the way you think about the forms. You do it completely different the way you do it now. Do it like you are learning right now. Don't use the old way. Don't go, okay, let's do this. No. Teach the breakdown form. Teach it carefully. Take time. Don't do boom. Teach it. No. Take time. And like this lady here, she make fun and she make people happy, right? That's important because people don't get tired because the breakdown form is not that interesting until you really get people into laughing. Okay. So after we do this, up and then swing the arms and coming over and coming down like this. What's next? What's next? You tell people to do it a few times and then you say, all right, let's put together. Now we have 2 things we need to learn. 1 at the beginning and 2 transition. Okay? And you tell people, okay, let's do it together. And you said, here how you begin. Hand raised. Usually in the past when we begin, I always begin like this. I always begin like this, but now I changed my style. Because the reason why, because some people go like this. Some people go like this. Some people go like this. And they said, oh yeah, hey, you said you bend elbows, and we did. So I said, okay, let's do this. Have your hands up high here, and swing it over to your ears. So this must be very high, right? So that's the way that we unify, okay? So we no longer go like this anymore. But we go up like this, and then swing over like this. So that's how we start. And then here is a trick how to teach this. You try to step out, step out. You see how my body is still over here? I only step the legs out first. Okay, and then drop the bodies down. Drop the bodies down. Okay, from here, from this side here, and sweeping up this way. 1. Okay, here, watch me. Can you watch me just 1 minute? Watch me here. I said, up. You want to sit down? Up here. Okay. And then swing the arms over. Step out. And you see I'm still on this side here. And then tell them, drop the body from here, down that way. Down. Okay. Now the foot is changing direction already. So, here one more time. Here first. Second. Step out. So the 2 feet, this is still bending. And have the body is coming down. Looking down. And you see how I change it into this? Okay. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. That's a few movements that you want to remember to stop. Up here. 1, 2, 3, step out. But still on this leg here, okay? Good, very good. Bending.
Cái tay nó qua bên này rồi cô Trâm. Tay nó che cái mặt bên này đó.
And drop the head down. Drop the head down all the way. Look at the ground and lift up. So you're pivoting your foot. Okay? So the foot is facing forward over that side. Okay, last sounds good? How about your fingers? Let's drop the fingers. You drop the fingers down. Okay? Relax completely. Okay. Now let's do just that. Okay, I stay with you here so you can see me better. So 1 and over here, right? And coming down, sweeping down. This is 1. Okay. So we'll do one more time. Up here, turn, step out, wait, step out. Make sure you step out like this. The body's still over that side. On the right side, drop your heads down, all the way down, looking at the right foot, sweeping, changing, and lifting up. All right, so can you sit down, please? Down, please. Okay, this is the... Yes.
So when we're stepping out, the toe is still straight.
Okay, let me explain this. Well, you don't see it carefully. Here you have to see it carefully, the leg on this way here, because am I standing here? You still cannot get it mapping into your brain. Here's how you should see it again. Here, you go over here, you step out. Okay. The weight on here, on that as well. You're dropping down, the body dropping down here. Okay. You look at down here, look at below here. Look at how my legs work. I'm shifting up. See there? So I shift from this way to the other one. Okay, one more time. Look here, up, over here, step out, drop my bodies down. The weight is 100% over this one here. This may be 5%. Coming down here, I shift my weight, I lift my toe, and up. See there? So, okay. Now I was stretching a little too far. Here, up, coming down, here, and here, up. 1 and 2, turn this toe here, turn the toe and the body, and 3. Okay, let's do that much. Let's do that much. With the number 1 very clearly turning of your toe. So the word, the vocabulary for this. For this is your leg. Here is the heel. This is your feet, and this is some hair. Okay, so this is on top here. So this feet here turning, we call pivot. Cái đó tiếng Việt gọi là gì đó? Xoay. You pivot, but swing meaning the whole thing move. It's called swing. But when it's turning on something, it's called pivot. Pivot. Okay. You turn on, turn off, but you pivot something. That something rotates meaning it go 360 degrees. Pivot, it just turning, okay, like this. But rotate meaning the whole thing 360 degrees. So you actually you can rotate, but if you say rotating, that means only say 90 degrees. So we call pivoting. So you turning this feet here, the pivot this feet here, this foot here over here. Come over here. Okay. Looks nice. Okay, so let's do it together. Your hands up here. You turn over that side here. You step out. Drop your head down, looking at your toe, the right toe, and swing, turn, pivot your bow, the bow of your feet here. It's not the heel. Pivot on the heel and lift your hands up. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so do it again. Up here, come on this way, drop your hands down, and pivoting over side. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do it together. Okay, up, turn hand, step out, drop your head down. Very good. Okay, do one more time, please. Last time. Now, I want you to pay attention to where your head is. Low, low, low down. Okay, can do it again. Up, turn, step out, head down. Stay right there. Let me take a look at your head. Stay right there. Okay, some of your head is pretty high, but you want the head a little low. Okay, go. Keep going. Alright, up, very good. Now go on number 2, 3, and 4. Very good. And 5, turn hands. 6, throw arms out. And 7, forward. And 8. Alright. Okay, now you make it. You have teach them 8 of them, okay? We don't need to go on every one of them, but now you have learned the critical part of how positioning make a big difference on the movement. So now let's learn how to do the transition. Okay, what is the transition here? Transition here, of course, for you, for your own personal learning, you want to see that it is shifting of the weight. Okay, from here to here, from here into here. So the best thing that you teach students is to tell people to shift weight. Okay? After they do this for a while, they will say, oh, my knees hurt. What will you tell people to do? Huh? No. You tell people, if your knees hurt, maybe you do it too strong. Okay? So slow down. Don't do it too strong. Slow down. Okay? And maybe you have put your knees beyond the toes, not too much. Okay, you tell people, oh, just a little bit. Okay, do it slower and keep your back straight. Very good. Please sit down. You are trained to develop your third eye. Here, let me ask you, Is it easy to move a point or moving a line or moving a plan? When people listen to what I'm saying, okay, hit the line from here, straight over here, and move your head along that line. Don't go up and down. Hit this line here, move over. So the man or the lady will think about that line here, and he try to get the point up here and move over there. What does it really move? Actually, he's moving a point, right? But that point correlates to which point? Center line. The center. Moving the center. But by moving the center, what do you move along? The waistline. You move the whole plan here. So by saying this, you have a better chance for people to get their back straight. But if you teach the other way around, okay, let's get the back straight and move, they have no way to understand where's my back. I don't know where my back is. They can't figure out. But if you say, all right, have a line from here, right down over there. Okay, thinking about that line. Okay, that line, yet that point here, move that point along that line. You know what? You are telling them to move that center, and therefore they're moving the waistline. They were doing better, and I warranty you that I taught this. Before I didn't teach it. Before I teach this, okay, sitting here in the rocking chair, because that's what I would learn. I learned in the past, this is how I learned in the past, I learned moving like this, keep the back straight. Now we should change the way we think. We develop a third eye, so we think moving that point. By moving that point, the person would start to naturally moving this point and moving the waistline. Now, all you have to say after that, you say, keep the back straight. When you say keep the back straight, what is the third eye would say? Keeping the center line moving. Now you are doing great because your third eye developed. Going further, you do this for a while, the person will enjoy because they're moving along the line. You say, okay, moving along the line, moving along the line. Keep moving. And sometimes the person will off like this, you say, okay, no, that line, straight line. The center will stay going the same. So actually, here is good. He had a good eye. So bravo him. But he's not correct because not only the center, but the center and the waistline. That's what's the correct answer. Center and the waistline. It's moving. Okay. They're moving. They're not transfigurating. Remember the two important verbs. One is move and the other verb is transfigurate. Make sure you understand the two. Now go to the next one. Go to the next movement. Here is the next movement. The next movement is your hands. And so you have breakdown in the 3 sections. The first section is 1 and 2. Head along that line. Head along that line. You hold the hands this position and this position. So that is the first position. In and out. And we call this number 1 and 2. So here is 1 and 2. Hands sticking out. This is 1. Hands back, draw back. Is 2. Okay. So 1 out, 2 in. Draw back in, 1 and 2. One out, 2 in. Okay, that's the first step. The second step, 1 out, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Now watch. 1, 2, and you drop down into 1. 2, you drop into 1. So the second one is you make half circles. So 1 here now, that's the first. This is the first. Second one is 2, 1. Come in and half circle up 2. Okay, in, up, in, up. Now, if we're gonna go to do tomorrow, tomorrow if we're gonna do the testing, Sheila. Tomorrow we will test you from 1 to 10, any of them. You have to do 2 things. First, understand how to teach the breakdown. And second, you need to demonstrate well the form. We're going to have to take that. Now, many of you who are instructors already, we're going to have you to pair up. Meaning people who don't need to take any certificates. You need to pair up and try to work on yourself, work each other until you're really cooked. I would personally want to see that happen from now until the end of the month. You either come to my place, you do it to my place. I don't need to be there, or you do it in ITC. But you need to pair up to do it. You need to, like 2 of you, just doing it until you really know how to do it. Especially you are assistant and the instructor, you come and do it together. Pair up to get your partner and do it together. Meaning you have to know how to teach it. Because teaching the skill is really a teaching. You don't want to guess so much. You take out the guessing game out of this teaching. Come, you teach. So here, 1 and 2. And the third one is what? Here's the third one. Third one is 1, 2. It's the whole thing going up and come back. 1 and 2. Okay, see there? Mình dạy như vậy mà anh Hiền ấy, lúc xưa nay đi dạy như vậy cả mà. Okay, here how we go. So here, my line, thinking about the line, thinking about the top of the head here, thinking about the line going, thinking about the line going, thinking of the line along this line going. Okay, this is second, this is third. Okay, this is how you're going to teach. You say, okay, here. Look at this line over there. Moving my head along that line. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Oops, sorry, 1 and 2, and 1, 2. And then, look at the second one. 1 back, 2, and 1, 2, back to 1, 2, back to 1. Third one, 1 and 2. 2. So you do it a few times and they will ask you, how about the speed? And you say, all right, let's go over the speed. You're talking about how fast, how slow later. But let them get this. Okay. So let's set up and let's learn how to teach this first. Okay, let's set up, let's do it together. Okay, first you stand, feet in front. The 2 feet have to be like this, not like this. 2 feet towards the front, the 2 feet towards the front. It's not 45 degrees. The 2 feet is all 90 degrees, all straight. Okay. Drop your bodies down a little bit. Find your point. Draw the line from here to the other side of the wall and move your heads along that wall. Okay. Tức là mình nối liền cái điểm cái đầu mình và cái điểm đằng kia. Mình chạy cái đầu mình trên cái đường thẳng đó, đường ray đó, nó thẳng đó, đừng có chạy lên chạy nghiêng chạy xuống. Okay, good. I'm not good yet. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. Now, have your hands up, and just have the hands. Just have the hands. All right. Now, 1. Okay, and 2. Now, of course, you would teach people how, when the hands draw in, the body go forward, right? So you're gonna say that, right? And out, and in, and out. Okay, so that's the first in and out, sticking in and drawing back. Okay, this is how you teach. And Sham, just sticking the hands only. The hands, in and out only. Okay, so you say this, and people get familiar with this, and then you say what? Let's go to the second phase. Come in and drop, hands down. Okay, in half circle. Draw the half circle up, so the hands moving a little faster than the first movement. Cái tay phải nhanh hơn, đúng không? Đây này, drop the hands down. Okay. Right, and then after you do it maybe 10, 20 times, what do? Up, full circle, right? Wait. Here, you do here, the circle going down and coming up, coming down and coming up. Okay, so in between, keep going, do it for a little bit. In between, you talk about every single thing about the teaching, about how it's coming in, coming out. You talk about the mantra, about everything else. But the procedure to teach is the same. You teach the line first, and then the hands later. Clear? Okay, let's do a few. Let's go ahead and do 1, do 2, do 3. First phase, second phase, third phase. Let's do on yourself 3 phases. First phase, second phase, and the third phase. Did you realize that I skipped the whole deal about hands in, bodies out, hand out, bodies in? I skipped the whole deal about it. I don't talk about it. I find out that without talking about it, it's simpler for people. Rồi, ở đây xong rồi. Tôi nói các bạn nghe này. Hồi xưa khi mà thầy dạy cái bài đầu tiên cách đây mấy năm đó, thì thầy dạy sao? Thầy dạy tay ra thì thân vào thì thân ra, tay rút vô thì thân đẩy tới, tay đẩy tới, thân đẩy vô. Thầy làm như vậy thầy nghĩ là hay, nhưng mà rốt cuộc là confusing. Tại bà con không biết làm sao cả. Bây giờ thầy không cần nói như vậy nữa đó. Thầy dạy cái kiểu này, thầy nói cái tay như vậy, để như vậy đi. 1, cứ như vậy thôi, cứ làm như vậy. Tự nhiên người ta get it faster. Vì người ta không bị những cái mà vô ra confusing nữa, mà người ta cứ thấy là cái vòng tròn như vậy thôi này, đưa vòng tròn lên này, đó, ra tay ra, đó, cứ làm như vậy thôi đó. Cứ nói người ta làm phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 nó vô luôn. Mình khỏi phải nghĩ tới là nó tay vô thì thân ra, tay ra, thân vô, không cần nói cái đó. Sau khi mình làm xong rồi đó, thì mình nói cái mình gọi là cái gì, cái mantra là mình nói ok, cái mantra đó là tiếng đạo, nhập đạo gì đó, mình nói động ra. Có hiểu không? In the past Ron, when I taught this stuff 4-5 years ago, I always emphasize on first, okay, hands in, hands put in, the body push out, hands out, the body's in. People get confusing, they don't get it. Now, when I teach in Taiwan, I just didn't do that anymore. I just say, okay, here 1. I tell them to do this. Don't even bother talking about that. I say, okay, drop the hands down, moving out. Okay, drop the hand down, moving out. They do it exactly. No problem with it. And then I skip the whole thing about hand and feet. I just follow this, they naturally get it. And so my experience, keep it simple like this. Not try to use so many words to confuse them like, okay, you gotta have this. And that. Until they finish it, you go back and say, hey, look, hands in, bodies out. Okay? Then you talk about it. And then they will refine it later. You follow me? They will refine it later. But at the first time, don't introduce it, that concept of the two dynamics, one in, one out. Because that's the dynamic of Tai Chi. But if something, the force going this way, they always have the force going that way. Or sometimes the force going this way, there is a force going back this way. That's Tai Chi. They're always like that. Something going up here, must be something going down. Or something going down here, something going up. They always are opposite force, the yin and yang. The day and night, the light and the darkness, they always interplay. That's the Tai Chi. And so, but we don't want to say it at the first. We say it a little later during the teaching. Okay, any question? Bà con có hỏi gì không? Không thì mình break chừng 1 phút cho bà con đi cầu tiêu này nọ. The breakdown forms also need your practice. You need to practice the breakdown form. Don't think just the knowledge. You need to practice it until you really get the idea in your head. When you go out to teach anytime, any place, you can pull them out and you can teach them. You wouldn't want to be saying, oops, let me think about what's next. No, you want to have no hesitation. Go boom. So you need to memorize the sequence of teaching each form. This is a new knowledge. It's not, had never been used in the past. We have incorporated new knowledge this time. So I want you to take down that knowledge and really seriously improve the way you teach by this technique, the new breakdown forms. And I believe that by doing yourself, you also changing the way you do the exercise. You also improve your form as well. Am I right? Yes. So by doing it, the breakdown form more actually help you with the forms yourself. And of course, many of you doing very well. I'm very pleased that many of the senior instructors here, may I say seniors because you've been here quite a long time. Your beard have grown and your hairs have been turned to different colors. Yes, you'll be seniors, yes. But some of you, or maybe 1 or 2 of you, the hair is lost, gone. You know who. Yes. But the fact is, yes, you are doing well. But I can see from the glance there that some of you need to really improve the way you do the form because it's not up to the standard yet. You do need to. I wouldn't want to point it out, but I want you to really take seriously, go back and work on it. Tomorrow Sheila will be on the testing, so you want to get yourself a little better. Okay. You don't need to stay up tonight. You don't need to. Tonight you go home and sleep well, but tomorrow, let's get on it tomorrow. I would not mind to have a special thing, a special class on Thursday morning or afternoon or whatever you want, just to get you on the whole thing again, from 1 to 10 forms, only on the breakdowns, just to get you really, really cooked on it, if you really prefer to. Okay, if you do, just go ahead and ask my boss, who is on here, and Sheila, thank my boss. I have no position in this place here. I'm just simply one of the instructors, and he is the director of this ITC, and Sheila is the director of the training program. I'm their employee, and I'm very happy I got a job in this economic downturn, but I actually had a job. I'm very grateful to that. So give her a hand. They are very graceful. They didn't fire me yet. I still be employed. That's too great.
Almost fire you, thầy.
Here is the reason why I almost fired, because this is the the true version, the complete version, but what you got on your hand is a draft one, but this is a real one. Okay, it's in college. This is on becoming an instructor. This is for universally, for all instructors, 1A, 1B, 1C, and it's a few things that is really crucial for you to read. You need to read to see how we want you to become. To become an instructor, you will have to work on yourself. On yourself, not as you. On yourself as an instructor. Okay? And then you need to understand the subject matter, which is integral tied to the teaching of it. Then you need to understand how to teach. Then you have to understand how to build a community, meaning the class around you. If you are successfully building the class, you will never have less students. Always more students coming in, more students coming in. So if you have seen your class dropping, the attendance is dropping, you need to alarm yourself. You say, oops, there's something I haven't done well. You need to ask people feedback. You need to bring people in. You need to explain to people. You shouldn't want to come to the class and teach the class as if it is a duty. You need to bring a critical part of this, being a good teacher, is I will be very quick on this, because I know that we have to stop the class at 10. So be very quick on this, so you can go home and you have a good sleep tonight, you have a good going tomorrow, and here is what's going to be happening. You are a good character person, meaning you have integrity, you're honest, you're whatever you think, you are good. But a good teacher need to have something else. Besides being a good character person, a good person is not enough. Because you remember, becoming, you become, here you are as a person at home, but you becoming an instructor. So make sure that there is a process transforming you into an instructor. And look at this one here. You have all the people all sitting over here listening and waiting for the teaching here. Okay. So what is a good instructor and communicate with the student here is crucial. The student know you are a good instructor, and they know you are not a good instructor. They love you because you are a good instructor. And so we want you to become good instructors. Good instructors is the key for the class to grow. Now, if you come with attitude, I just have to teach because Sheila has scheduled me, I just have to teach. The attitude, I have to, that attitude will drop half of the students because you did not have that enthusiasm. So the class is just more than just a class, a mechanical place. Just one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. The class is a community of emotion, of social interaction, of a spiritual connection, of many things in it. It's just not just a person, but it's a whole bunch of connection with your heart, with your spirit. So you are creating a network more than just physical person, physical being. Yes, you understand what I'm saying? Great. You are transforming your understanding as a person into something else. The instructor, if you take down the word instructor, you throw it away, you become a hub of emotional, spiritual, a hub of emotional and spiritual and perhaps intellectual growth. It's a place where people coming in in order to grow. They come in to get something from you. You are the giver. And so, let me write out this, and you can get into your head. So instructor no longer just a person sitting there and standing there and teach, but you become a hub. You know a hub? Like a wheel? Like a wheel. You see the wheel here? And what's inside here is what we call the hub. It's hold together all the spokes so the wheel can stay. Okay, so we are the hub of emotional, spiritual growth. So they want to come because they want to be in that movement of growing. Okay, the hub of, you say, physical, emotional, spiritual, sometimes you can say even intellectual growth, or we call the hub of physical, emotional, spiritual well-being. Or perhaps you can say growth. And therefore when you come to be an instructor, actually you are evolving. And as well as the hub here, it's keep moving, the wheels keep moving, turning. The wheels keep turning. So you are not just standing there, you come there, you give and you walk away. You want to share, you want to give. And you see here, you see this hub here? All the arrows pointing out. All the arrows pointing out. Okay. You are the point of attention. You stand out, you give it out. You're not standing there and just receive. You're giving out. You are the hub of this growth, of the well-being. So when you become an instructor, it's a great, great thing to be. You're just not coming in and do something meaningless. No, you are very meaningful. And you change people's life because you are no longer just a receiver. You become a giver. So with this big image here, this image here speaks 1,000 words. You're giving. You are the giver. You are the center. Giver and you're the center. You are the mover because you move the whole class into a direction of health. You are the giver, the center, the mover. Do you have any better word on this? Any other words you can suggest? Huh? A what? A humor?
Healer. A healer.
A healer. A healer. Good healer. Yeah, healer. Yeah, sure. But this basically, that's 3 words here is what I really focus on. So to be an instructor, believe me, you will grow along with this. You teach and you keep teaching. And after you teach integral Tai Chi for a while, I think you should start to think about teaching meditation, or teaching relaxation, or teaching physical therapy, or teaching something to go out from it. Because as you teach, you shouldn't want that I just go and teach, I'm such a chill, and there's a class that make me teach. No, nobody make you teach. You have to get that enthusiasm. You want to be a hub. You want to be a giver. And therefore, all of this here come to the question of what kind of emotional structure you have. So you need to be very positive in your heart here. You need to be positive. You need to be optimistic. You need to be really emanating that love, which we call enthusiasm. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. You need to be happy and joyful as well. People feel good about seeing you, so joyful. Okay, positive. The positive here going down into optimistic, enthusiastic, joyful, fun to be with. People feel so loving to be with you. People feel no threat. When you be there, you teach, they have no threat. It feels good about this place. That's the kind of thing that you want to give to others. Now, can we cultivate this attitude? Yes, we can cultivate this attitude. Okay, and this is what you're becoming. You're becoming because you are actually the person who exercises. You exercise daily. You have a strong body. You come here and you share. Okay, so you need to keep this attitude right here. Keep this in your mind. Keep it. Okay, and you come to give, to share, to move, to heal, to bring what is most important in all of our lives. Hope. You are a hope giver. Hope. You bring hope to people. Many people will not be happy at home. They think the life is very dead end. You come here, they see the light in your eyes. They say, yes, I can be somebody else that I really want to be because look at this guy. He can teach, he has positive force influence me. I want to be something else. You can do that actually through the teaching because people can feel that. Okay? So, hope giver. I think this is the most important part, the emotional part of your teacher, of your being a teacher. The other part of the skill that we will go over in a minute here. So this is a part of the thing. Can you tell me some more besides this?
Confidence.
Huh? You have confidence. Yeah, you have confidence. Very good. You're confident. What else? No, that's when you teach, you're consistent, you be clear. But I'm talking about the heart, the quality of your emotion. Something that is not too heavy to have. You're caring. You're a caregiver. You care. Caring. Okay, what else? You be very open. Easy to approachable. Okay. You're patient. So you can go down the list, look at many. But don't you think that all this thing here is a good start here yet? Okay, then we're talking about, after we're talking about this here, we're talking about what we call the attitude when teaching, the teaching attitude. This is your emotional structure or emotional character, emotional well-being. Your personal emotional well-being. But the teaching attitudes come into confident, caring, open. So this is not the right place to put over here. Into confident, caring, open, but very important in its openness here is approachable. Approachable. And in order to be approachable, you wouldn't want to scold people in front of everyone else. Don't criticize people heavily. If you do criticize, you just get in somewhere and criticize it, but not in front. And if you do criticize, be kind, be a little kind. Now, I know that there's many times that people who come to the class really bother you and bugging you. That's happened, okay? In that case, you should have to take care of that somewhere else. Don't make a big scene here, talk. And if you're going to have a fight, go ahead and fight. Just report to us and how you fight it. But basically, there are always people who come and bother you and bug you and try to make you feel angry. But you have to be very, very, very patient. And so, try to make yourself very approachable as well. Okay? Now, don't take for granted that I'm just said, okay, go out and fight. Okay, don't do that. When you go out and fight, make sure you ask he to follow you. He's a good fighter, he's strong. Or in Houston, get Quang, he's a big guy too. You know, you can win. Or in Thai over here, it's good. You have quite a few people. Okay. So you have the teaching attitude is confident, you care, you be open, approachable. There's one more thing. Can you figure out one more attitude that's so important when you teach? so on when you teach. When people criticize you, be open, take it, and say, okay, all right, swallow it. It's okay, I'm wrong. Okay, do that. Swallow it down. It's okay, I'm wrong. But there's one more thing that you need to have to cultivate this attitude. Tell me, what is it? It's not up here. So important when you teach.
Stay humble.
The attitude when you teach is not your character, but when you teach, you have another attitude.
Understanding.
Understanding is understanding what?
Understanding student.
Understanding student. That's about the knowledge, but the attitude. Huh? Communication is the technique. I'm talking about the attitude. Huh? Devoted.